It's Wednesday. I am just found this piece of checker plate and we're going to use it to, do you know what, make a really good grid cover that as well. Going to use it to make the steps wider in the new office because the very top step is 2 inches shallower than the rest of them. Not shallower, the step isn't as wide when you stand on it, and you didn't really notice when it was temporary put in, but now it's officially put in and you're going up and down the steps. It just feels a little awkward. We don't want anyone tripping, so we're going to chop the back out the steps, weld the plate and then put them back up. So I'm just sorting that now. Morgan's dog's in here as well, so it's growing massively quick. We'd left a bit of SFI seed in here in case we had to do any more. Well, we don't now, so Morgan and John have just emptied it out completely and then brushed the floor where some had spilt. We've got the hopper lid shut, but should we have it open and then it's not like as a nesting point? What do you think? I've no idea what would be best, but it has all been blown out, so there shouldn't be any seed in it at all now. But we didn't want them chewing these rollers like what happened to the Claydon roller. Just been on a Zoom meeting and I've got the laptop open. Been looking at Google Street View of where the march is going to end and where we can put some sort of PA system. We think they've reseeded that grass though, so I'm going to get someone to have a look for us that's in London today and see what they say.
Has it got any?
It started to move a little bit. Just trying to...
try that.
All the soil's come out my boots now.
Everything in place already?
Little bit of a shed update. So the joiners put the plasterboard in the ceiling, this like pink stuff which is flame proof. The push is to get this room finished because this is where we're going to put the merchandise that's falling on Ian's head at the moment. And then this is obviously like the goods in. You've seen this before, but we've obviously got the door open now. So the electrician put all these in and then we can come back and wire them. Now the ceiling's in, but we want to paint it. So we've got to fill line gap round the top. Richie's got a sore leg. He's probably broken his leg falling off a ladder. Not here, but at home in the dark. So Paul's just thrown that line of block up round the top so we can point that. And we can, I think we paint the ceiling first, don't we? Then we paint the walls. And then we paint the floor with like a floory paint. And then we made it so the plasterboard runs straight through over the top. So he's just finished the rest off now. There's another row of brick on there near. No, so that's that one anyway. Another one there. And then these rooms can be finished as we go through. Put a door on that. Put the door on here. That'll be airtight there. Door on here. And then this is sealed then, and we can finish it and it won't be full of dust and rubbish to get on the merch. Yeah, this is why we need to move out, because Ian is getting buried by stuff. And what do we think of this? Do we need a Christmas hoodie? Is the market demand for it? Let us know in the comments.
Yes, I want more.
Yes, all these boxes need to be going in where I've just shown you. Oh, and look. They're the pictures now, so we're going to route through now and decide which is the best sunset, which is the best mix of machinery, so that we end up with just, like, we don't want 12 pages of 728s or 12 months of the quad track. Another sunset. Just quickly before it goes dark, Glenn McFarlane from New Zealand is on there. Harley Youngerman's 13. How do you pronounce that, Ian?
Probably Feta, isn't it?
Feta Davey and Dara Grace, is it?
Yeah.
It's 14, so happy birthday everyone on there. We're now at £79,838 for the North West Air Ambulance. Thank you. Morgan setting his jeans on fire. That's what we've done. We've added in that, 2 or 3 inches just to make that top step.
Yeah, this top step's now longer than these.
Yeah, because it was the wrong width and it just threw you off your stride as you went down. So Morgan's just welding the end bits in there. Made a bit out of L section or whatever you want to call it. She's a little tiny gas welder. Good news, Ian has pressed the buttons on the winter hoodies for pre-order because we thought, well, rather than read through all the comments and see who wants one, if you want one, go and get one, and then Claire will get them made, but there'll only be a limited run. We'll shut the books, in a week or two?
When there's enough time to make them.
Yeah. Because we don't want people ringing us on the 10th saying, make Christmas parties on the 11th, where's my hoodie? So we'll shut the books quite early on that, but go and have a look. I've come to look at where we drilled barley. Was it last Monday, was it? Or was it a bit longer now? And the fields actually looks really dry. We had, was it 1.8 mil of rain on Sunday? No sign of the barley coming up, but there is the odd weed, which is a bit of a shame. But for November, to see grey soil, not black soil, it's not normal, to be fair. Fingers crossed it comes up, because it was sown really, really late. No way, we've got the moon there, and we've got like a massive sunset over there. I was just putting the tractors away. That was, we used that this morning to pick the digger up, ready for doing some chipping. Got a little pile here, so a couple of ladies from the local florist have been coming collecting greenery for making wreaths for the shop. So I think Ian's been putting this stuff to the side, which is different coloured holly and different things, and my mum even does it as well. So a little random pile there next to the big pile. Seem to have a plastic bag and a high vis vest wrapped round the boiler feed auger. So get rid of that. Bit of wire as well. I'm gonna have to cut that off actually. Just where I dropped my phone. And you end up seeing what the inside of the boiler looks like. To be a branch down there, so I'll pull that out. Yeah, that wasn't helping matters. Maybe another one there, is there? Yeah. Just the wrong length to fit through the flights of the auger. What seems like a whole day on Zoom and the phone to everyone, we've finally nailed the location down. We wanted Trafalgar Square, to be perfectly honest, and we had to get permission off the relevant authorities. Turns out we can't fit in Trafalgar Square, so the rally on Tuesday next week, the 19th, is going to be at Richmond Terrace. In fact, I'll probably put this over the screen as well. Richmond Terrace. The what 3 words for it is fresh.butter.grapes. It's basically, if you come out of Westminster Tube Station, you've got Big Ben in front of you, turn right, up Whitehall, down the streets on your left, a few yards further, and it's on the right-hand side there. So that's the easiest place to get everyone, because we've got thousands of people coming and they wouldn't fit in Trafalgar Square, so they'll shut Whitehall and you can spill out onto Whitehall. We've got some very high profile speakers. I won't confirm them till close to the time, although in case they change their mind or anyone backs out. We've got to make a stage, so we've got someone with the right equipment and a truck to sort that out so that the speakers can be heard. It'll probably start around 11:30. After some bits of speakers and stuff, we will then lead a procession. There'll be a procession led by children on pedal tractors, which class have kindly sending to London in a van. So thanks to Trevor from class for sorting that. We saw him last week in Germany, and he said he'd do it. They'll then go down Whitehall, round Parliament Square. We can't stop at Parliament Square and end it at Parliament Square because it's they've just reseeded all the grass and they're keeping everyone off it. But we'll go down there, round in a loop, round Parliament Square, back up Whitehall, back to where the stage will be in the PA system, and then we'll have some closing remarks from someone there. You would not believe how much time it's taken up. It has been an absolute nightmare getting people in offices to respond to emails and stuff. James Mills has been sorting all that out and banging his head against a brick wall. I'm sure he's gone grey over the last few days. The Met have been brilliant. We really want people to register if they're going, because we just want a grasp of numbers, because it just helps with the policing and what times they need to start closing roads for us. There's so many conspiracy theories out there going, they only want everyone's phone number, they only want everyone's mobile number, they only want everyone's email address. We actually don't care, but we want your email address to communicate back to you. And do you want me, Rob?
Are you filming?
Sorry, Rob just wanted me. Where did I get up to? Yeah, we just want numbers, but the idea of collecting a phone number and a mobile number that will be destroyed after the event is just so that we can send an itinerary and maps out to people easily and communicate, and maybe even text message if we have to. There's no conspiracy going on. It's not the Mets harvesting everyone's data. The other thing is, this event, it's peaceful. We are not ready to go full French, and if we are, I can't lead that. We've just got to make them aware of the damage they're going to do to the countryside, and also other businesses that are affected by that budget, which want to stand alone with us. We think it's probably wise and maybe quite effective for everyone to go either in the work boots or the wellies, because at least we'll be able to identify each other as well when travelling through London, and maybe we can get other MPs that support us to wear wellies to Parliament. I think that would be quite clever. But yeah, if you come in and you come in to cause trouble, don't. If you know someone that might be going that's going to cause trouble, tell them to stay at home, because this event isn't about that. You know, we've got the mass lobby that the NFU are doing, where they're actually physically meeting to MPs. We've got MPs coming to this between, after, during, or on at the NFU event. The whole world is watching this. Every news crew wants to be there and speak to us before it. So if people are going to act up, that's the headline. The bad behaviour becomes the headline, not the message that 20% of our farms, that then if you sell that off, you'll have to pay capital gains, so you've got to sell 25%, and then it makes them non-viable, and you've worked all your life for nothing. And the fact that the returns aren't there to pay the money back, so that's why you've got to sell. Jeremy actually sent me a video last night of pig farms in America, and I'll just sum it up. But what happened was, a lot of them, they changed some policy, they were all going out of business. A big corporation started buying all these farms up, and then sold out. So a lot of America's pork production in certain states is now owned by the Chinese. So the Chinese can basically charge what they want. So that, you know, it's very important that we keep these farms together. There was an ex-Labour advisor last night on GB News that come out with something saying, no, we don't need farmers, just like we don't need miners. And you're just like, oh my God, has he even just said that? We've all got to stand together because it affects all of us. So if you're going on the 19th, get yourself there, check in so that we've got numbers of people, and then we'll see you there next week. Hopefully tomorrow I won't be on the phone all day and we can do some farming. Right, I've bored you enough stood in the workshop chatting. I'll see you tomorrow.